Hi everybody, welcome back to my channel. I am Key from House of Kiana over on Instagram. I also have a blog over on affordableluxeliving.com, and today I'm just going to show you what I did to bring fall into our formal dining room area. So the room is not a large room at all. It is a pretty small space. It measures about 16 by 12 feet in size, so it is not large and it's not tiny. It's just a nice enough size where you can have a nice sized table in here, and in my case a credenza or a sideboard, whichever you prefer to call it. But in the space for this season, I decided to stick with my greens. I bought in greens last winter for that season, and then I carried the greens through for spring of this year and for summer, and I also decided to go ahead and play that up again for fall and winter of this year, and I think next year I'll probably go with a different color. But for the past almost year, I have been enjoying the green. I feel like that mixed with creams and browns definitely gives a really nice organic feel to the space, and that's one of the things that I've really been after. I want the vibe of the space to be peaceful. I definitely want it to be a casual space. One of the things that I do love about this space is that it has a large window, almost from floor to ceiling, but not quite. It brings in a ton of natural light into the space, and I always like to play up this window and style around it for every season if I can. And so for fall, I decided to bring in these stems. Each one of these vases have about 4 stems in them. I wanted to make sure that I gave it a full look. I definitely think they scream fall, and that's probably the only season that they're going to work for. I typically like to bring in a few things that I won't have to switch out every single season, but this is not one of those items. I think this only works for fall, so when winter comes in, these will be switched out. For spring and summer, I actually was able to carry the same greenery, flanking the window throughout both seasons, but for fall, I decided to switch it up, and for winter, they're going to be switched up again. I'm already thinking probably some faux cedars. The placemats I found at Target. These are from the Hearth and Hand line. I love the fact that they have this knitted feel to them. They're very thick and heavy, and they have this fringe and tassel on the end of them. I love that additional detail. I think it adds such a fun and casual feel to the tablescape. I bought in some new chargers. These are a light colored green. It reminds me of the color sage. I found these at Hobby Lobby, and I got them for a really inexpensive price because you guys know Hobby Lobby does have their sales every season and they actually do sales every other day for about 40% off on their seasonal items. So I was able to get those for a really good price. I think it adds such a fun and casual feel to the tablescape. Now, as far as the glasses, I like to just play with the drinkware, and these I've actually had on the table I use these same things when I shared a table setting for the winter season and also for the spring season. Stem glasses I got from my mom. These were from her and my dad's wedding. They married each other twice, and so these were from that second wedding. I think I was probably about 12 years old at the time, but she had these in a china cabinet at home, and when I went to visit one day, she likes to give us stuff, sentimental things from her to keep, and so I chose these, and I just think that they are absolutely beautiful. So I like to keep them out on the table because they are very sentimental to me. So I had these out last season. This is a shot glass. This is from the Christian Siriano line. I'm a huge fan of his, and I always thought these were really neat glasses. However, we are not true drinkers in this house, so I always like to get, if I find cute shot glasses or just small containers where I can use to put sauces or additional condiments or things like that that you're going to serve with your dinner. I think these are good for that, so this is why I typically add these 2 tablescapes if I'm going to be putting together something for a place setting. And then of course your centerpiece, this one was very easy for me. You can always find a bundle of faux arrangement, seasonal arrangement, either at Hobby Lobby or Michael's or Walmart or Pottery Barn or wherever. These I actually found at Hobby Lobby and I found them for a great price. So instead of me piecing together a lot of different faux stems to get a fall look, I actually just got one that was 2 that were pre-made. This season I actually put them in a vase together and I'm just using them as a 1 centerpiece there, and I love the look and the vibe that they give to the table. And you can see back there on the sideboard, I layered that with a faux garland and I sprinkled in some small votive candles as well, but things are kept very simple. And I feel like that gives a nice fall look to the space without going overboard. The leaf appetizer plates, I found those at Pier 1 about 7 or 8 years ago. They come out every other year. I think they are a fun fall element to add to any tablescape setting. And lastly, I bought in these small pillows that I found from the Target Dollar Spot. It's called Target Dollar Spot, but really the items there are between $3 and $5. So the pillows were $5 a piece. I really would have gone for 4 different pillows, but I was only able to find 2. I found a 3rd one on a different day, but there was no need for me to get it because there was not a 4th one. So I just decided to leave these 2 pillows in the head chairs of the table, but I really love them. They're velvet and they just say in simple letters, "Hello Fall." I typically try to stay away from items that also have writing on them or sayings on them, but these were really pretty and they caught my eye, so I definitely thought they were worth adding to the space. All right, so that's it, you guys. Pretty simple additions to the space for a nice casual fall look. Until next time, here's to creating casual and comfortable spaces that lend affordable luxe living vibes.